want perfect bleached knots every time? Do you want your lace to melt into your skin flawlessly? Are you looking for the cure for brassy over bleached hair? Then continue watching on Giifti Parker channel, The Gift to Your Hair. All right, y'all. Y'all. We is about to get into this video because I want to teach you how to get perfect bleach knots every single time and why you're getting messed up knots. I'm going to talk about all of that. What are knots? What are the benefits of bleaching your knots? And every single thing you need to know about bleach, knots, and lace. Let's begin. So, I am starting off with gloves. Use gloves so don't play yourself because these bleach can get what going on? Didn't want to keep texting me today, but these bleach can get in your hand. It will stain your hand. It will make your hand feel weird. So wear your gloves. I'm using 30 Developer and I'm using bleach. This is literally all the bleach I had left. The bleach powder I had left. So I am definitely using all of it. Me, I like to use my products, every single bit of my products. You're going to see in the next clip that with my conditioner, I like to use every single thing. So I took the bleach powder, I put it into the bowl. Depending on how much powder you have is how much you're going to use. So if you have more powder in your pouch, you would use at least 2 scoops of the little thingy they give you. They give you a scoop inside of the powder, so you use 2 scoops of that. For the amount of developer, the liquid stuff that you're going to need is going to be based off how much powder you use. So I'm using very small liquid developer because I use very small powder. And the secret, this is the secret right here. You want your consistency to be thick. I know you guys have heard this a lot, but when I mean thick, I don't know dripping water. Your thing cannot drip at all. So use small strokes to really lather it together. You want like a whip butter kind of vibe. So just use your brush and swoop it together. You see how I'm swooping it back and forth to make sure that it's whipped. And you can also test it to see, is it whipped enough? Should I add more product and stuff like that? I am changing my brush because that brush was not doing it for me as much. So look at my hand motion again, y'all. I am whipping this thing. I want a very whipped consistency like that, thick. That is the consistency you should be getting. When you turn it over, nothing can drop. This is the secret. This is the secret though, right here, is how thick the consistency is. And the reason you want your consistency thick is because on the lace there are little black dots that are visible. If you place the wig directly on your head without bleaching these black dots, the black dots will be visible on your head when somebody comes close to you. That is the main reason why we bleach the knots. Bleaching the knots take away the black dots, turning it to be orange, and if you let it bleach longer, it turns it blonde, and then you will not be able to see those black knots, making the lace melt into your skin even more. That is the reason why we bleach the knots. If you're unable to bleach your knots, you can tint the lace, but bleaching the knot is the best way to go if you're going to wear a lace. I would prefer you to bleach your knots. And that is how it's going to look. I use a brush, very light-handed while I do this at the same time. I'm going to show you guys this process once again, but so I'm using a water wave 12-inch lace frontal to do the bleaching on. So right now I'm taking the brush with the bleach product onto it and I'm using a very light-handed stroke. I also use my opposite hand to hold the lace, pulling it down while I put the bleach on the lace. So you can see the motion that I'm talking about right now. I use my left hand to pull the lace away from me while I am using my right hand upwards, applying the bleach onto the lace. I'm using the left hand, the hand that is not bleaching the knots, and I'm pulling it down away from the lace while I use my hand with the brush in a back motion. Very, very soft handed though. I'm only putting the bleach back and while I'm pulling away with my opposite hand. So it's like a pull and pull motion you have going on. Because the reason you're pulling away is so that the lace is flat and you can see where the bleach is being laid. So take your time with this process. I'm really not speeding. I'm not hard-handed at all. I have done this many times so I can see what I'm doing. But for you, be slower. The thing you have to remember, the most important thing is just be light-handed. And you can make quote-unquote mistakes with this one because how thick the bleach is. The likelihood of your hair running through the lace, getting onto the likelihood of the bleach running through your hair, getting onto the lace, messing everything up is very low because of how thick the consistency of the bleach is. That is how you get perfect bleach knots each time. The thickness, remember that, okay? So that is how you bleach your knot. You first get a 30 developer. You're going to use the bleaching powder, put it in a bowl, mix it very well together. You want a butter-like whip consistency. That is what you're looking for, a butter-like whip consistency. Using very light-handed stroke, you want to use a pull and pull motion while you apply the bleach onto the lace. Then you're going to leave the bleach on for at least 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes. How you know your bleach is ready? What I'm showing you right now. The hair is going to not be seen. Like the bleach is going to take over the entire lace. See how thick that bleach looks? And you can't see the knots anymore. That's when you know your bleach or your lace is ready to be washed off. Once the bleach takes over the entire front and you cannot see any knots anymore. That's when you wash the bleach off. This is going to take you 25 to 30 minutes, depending on how good your lace is. If you get some cheap lace, it's going to take you a good second, a good 30 minutes, good 60 minutes, good hour to get everything done. The reason why I say if you get cheapo, I'm playing, I'm sorry, y'all. But if for real, if you do get cheap lace, it's gonna take a longer time for the processing to happen. So it's roughly gonna take you an hour, depending on how cheap the lace is. The knots are going to be really, really hard to bleach. You just have to be watching the hair to see when the lace is fully eaten up by the bleach. When the knots, the lace, everything is eaten up by the bleach, that means that you can no longer see it anymore. That's when you know it's time to wash your hair. Now we're going to get to the washing hair portion of this video. Washing your extensions is very important. You can use this on any extensions that you own. It doesn't have to be curly hair. I'm using the Meyer Moisture shampoo. I really like their shampoo. To wash your hair, you use shampoo and conditioner. You can use any shampoo and conditioner. Just how you treat your natural hair, treat your extensions or your wigs just like that. If you're using heat, use heat protectant on your wigs. If you're washing your hair, use the best shampoo and conditioner that you have to wash your hair. Treat your wigs just like your natural hair because if you treat it good, it's going to last you years. Close to 3 years you can keep this wig for. So with the washing process, I applied the shampoo on, and what I'm doing is I'm lathering the products onto the hair with my hand, and all I'm doing is I put the water on, lather the product, and then I like wash it like how you're washing clothes. Like I'm washing it, I'm lathering it, I'm pushing the. These are how your knots are going to turn out if you do this process correctly. Now, the very last step that you have to do is to shampoo and condition the hair. I'm conditioning with the Argan Oil from Moroccan conditioner. I absolutely love it because it's very, very thick and rich in consistency. The conditioner is going to make the hair absolutely soft, very silky, and it's going to add moisture into the hair. So if you do style your hair often, you want to use a conditioner that adds a lot of moisture into your hair, because you don't want your hair to start shedding, tangling, matting. The conditioner prevents all of that from happening. So use a very thick conditioner once you are washing your extensions. What you want to do next is wring the hair. Like when you're washing clothes, wring it. Try to get all the water out of the hair as much as possible. Then you're going to brush it out just to make sure the curls are still nice, fluffy, and bouncy. This is how the curls look, by the way. They are very defined, very fluffy, and bouncy. The last thing, I keep saying the last thing, my bad, but like the last portion of steps that you have to do is to wash, you wring it out, and then you use your towel to towel dry the hair. I repeat this with both of the units because I did two wigs. These are two of my clients' wigs. I'm doing the same process again. But that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am Giifti Parker, the gift to your hair. Comment down below which process do you find the hardest? Do you think bleaching is hard? Do you think washing your hair is hard? And before watching this video, what step in the bleaching process did you find the hardest? Was it getting the consistency correct? Was it actually putting the bleach on the lace? Which one did you really find difficult? Did you like this video? Was this video helpful at all? Please let me know. I love feedback, and I will see you guys next time in the next video. Bye, beautiful people.